here's another song. I had to get rid of my old guitar. Forgive me for the whiny strings, whiny tears. So here comes a Linger cover by the Cranberries. If you could return, don't let it burn, don't let it fade. I'm sure it might be rude, it's just your attitude. It's tearing me apart, it's ruining everything. And I swore I would be true, honey, so did you. So why were you holding her hand? Is that just the way we stand? Were you lying all the time? Was it just a game to you? And I'm in so deep. Now I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Have to let it linger? Oh, I thought the world of you. I thought nothing could go wrong, but I was wrong. I was wrong. If you could get by, try not to lie. Things wouldn't be so confused. Now when it feels so used, but you really always knew. I just wanna be with you. And I'm in so deep. Now I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? much I struggle with vulnerability. I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? You have to let it linger. I love that song. It doesn't relate to any one specific thing, but I feel like it relates to when there's that feeling of someone's coming around in your energy again and you feel them, and they're there even when you're not around them, or even if you're not purposely thinking of them. They're just there, and they're knocking at your door, or they're lingering in some kind of way, and there can be a certain level of frustration, I feel, or fear around that, of like, what is this person in my life for? And sometimes the pain of relationships and the hurt can stop me from wanting to go towards new connections and share of myself and my art and share my thoughts, even though that's kind of one way to engage in the universe, because who knows, the people around you, you're being drawn to each other for a reason, because, well, like things attract like things, and puzzle pieces come together in some kind of strange way. They find each other, and maybe they have some kind of information for you that can come in a more peaceful way or harmonious way, some kind of more aligned, flowing way that arises when your puzzle pieces, or like they're like magnetic, and pieces of the puzzle pull that information out of them, and you guys create this kind of energy and synergy, and it's like there's this upflowing of this energetic information. It's like DNA entwining or entangling. When you're giving some information, it's almost like it's bringing up the next piece of the puzzle from them, and it's almost like this kind of zipper where you guys are like combining this energy together in this flow, and it could be happening completely non-verbally as well, by the way. Or it could be that there's both verbal information exchanged, and what there's deeper information embedded in the words, or that there's energy being exchanged beyond words. Although I do feel like for me at this stage, it's important to acknowledge the value of being vulnerable and open, not just energetically, but verbally, and with my art and the things that I'm sharing with the people I love, people in my life. And yeah, I saw the number 333, by the way, when I looked up before, and I saw a mirror number 1001 before, so those could be meaningful for you in some way. I 144, 1144, which, as we know, 1144 represents the number 12 squared, and it essentially means like the exponential proliferation of your DNA and transformation of your DNA. And it's used to represent a turning point because when you get to 12, 12, that's crazy. When you get to like your crown point, I forgot the exact details, but when the consciousness raises to a level to where it reaches the crown, I really want to watch this video again actually, so I can actually share the information correctly. Maybe I'll link it in the description if you want to look at it. It's by The Alchemist, and yeah, she kind of talks about how the meaning behind the number 144, and how like in math, and so in sacred geometry, and in physics, and in the language of the universe, there's an actual deeper meaning beyond like what we take it to mean in the spiritual community or sense of it, with where 144 is, yes, the number of, there's a certain amount of chosen ones who are needed to reach, or a certain amount of people who are needed to reach a level of consciousness in order to create a vibrational tipping point, so that a lot of people can change over into a higher level of consciousness, or a transformed level of consciousness that follows the wheel of samsara, the curve of where we're going back to. As the pendulum swings harder one way, it swings just as hard back the other, and we're swinging back because in the Kali Yuga, we've just passed by like a major point, like a Granthi. I want to say Granthi point. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but we just passing through times where there's a lot of crumbling of and transformation of old structures into new ones, or the shedding of old patterns to make way for a new kind of more finer, intricate, subtle energy that is being grounded. And because all human beings are connected on this morph genetic level, and through this web of consciousness on a subtler level in the quantum realm, like magnets, we're transforming each other, and in this butterfly effect of this DNA transforming the other, like I was talking about before with the zipper, that's like what happens when a certain level of people reach a level of consciousness. It starts to catch like fire in other people's DNA, and not just their DNA, but like their consciousness is literally raised through either proximity in the quantum realm or physical proximity as well, or proximity in consciousness or in soul similarity. Any kind of proximity would create this kind of resonant effect. Which I seeing the number 444 before and 333, so yeah, these numbers might be very significant. And yeah, so that is about when the number 144 hits, it becomes this strong enough magnet that it's able to vacuum and pull up exponentially, 1616, this change from the in the consciousness, if that makes sense. So on a larger scale than what it's greater than the sum of its parts, essentially. So that's what is on my mind right now. And yeah, I guess this stuff is much easier to talk about online because no one can really respond, or like, I don't know, you guys don't really give me like side eye or anything like that. And yeah, I'm really thankful that I get to talk about this and like articulate what is inside of me in a way where it gets to be fully fleshed out and it's allowed the space to breathe, and where I can have a full, complete thought. Um, and I guess, yeah, I'm really glad that I can be vulnerable on here, and I'm really hoping to start being more like vulnerable or sharing more of myself because to people in my life, because I'm finding that sometimes I just can be very like aloof and not want to share much of myself and just keep things very mysterious and like kind of just like draw away from others, and in doing so drain others because of my lack of sharing. So that's not really something, that's something I'm moving away from. And yeah, so thank you for listening. And yeah, I really am wanting to save money to get like a new guitar, because this one, it just really, I don't know, like it's beautiful, like I think it's gorgeous, and I'm so glad that I have an instrument to play, because like physical reality is so cool. Like, who invented guitars, right? Like, that's awesome. And on the other hand, this one, the raised strings really hurt my fingers and can make it quite difficult to reach certain chord placements, although it is smaller, and so that is beneficial as well. Yeah, I just want to continue being this, I don't know what to call myself. What are those people who like go around in the king's court and they just like sing songs? A bard? A bard? I want to continue being a bard for you. And so, yeah, well, you know, I'm always open to financial support. Maybe I'll put like a PayPal GoFundMe link so I can to help me buy like a Fender or some kind of beautiful, well-made guitar. Or if you have any guitar recommendations, I'll love to hear them too. And yeah, if you have any song recommendations, or yeah, if you want to talk about spirituality or whatever, then maybe I'll reply if I'm interested or like have the time. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that this provided you with something. And yeah. meditating, keep drinking your water, and yeah, be vulnerable, I guess, is the message today. Like, yeah, for me as well. So, bye. Bye.